Hello there, it's Kim. This is the Farmhouse Craftaholics Club. This is the little group that's attached to the Farmhouse Craftaholics page, and I am Kim, the head craftaholic, or the craftaholic chief, or the chief craftaholic. What would you call me? Besides, not late for dinner, you know that joke, right? So I'm here today. I'm going to be making a craft with you guys. I figure hello Teresa, boy, you were waiting for me, weren't you? That's awesome, I really love that. I'm going to be making a craft with you guys in here today because you know what? You guys are my peeps. Hi, Sheila. You guys are my peeps, and I wanted to, start coming on here on a regular basis and do crafts in here that are specifically for you guys, not for the main page. The main page is nice. I love my main page, but you guys I love a little bit more, just so you know. But shh, don't tell anybody that, right? That's our little secret. So I thought I would pop on and do a little craft I came up with. I didn't come up with it. I saw it somewhere, and it's been floating around in my head, and I'm making my own, of course. There's really nothing new under the sun. As far as crafting goes, it's, pretty unusual. Like when we think creative, we often think, oh, I haven't thought this whole thing up by myself. And I don't think any of us really do. And when you really talk about what creative is, it's taking something you've seen and you've heard and adding it, putting it in your brain, adding what your knowledge, your likes, your dislikes, all that kind of stuff, spitting something new out, and that is creative, okay? Creative is not, it's never been done before in the whole wide world. That's a whole different type of creative. The kind of creative that most of us do, and this is me, is first I copy, and then I put it in my head, and then I think about it for a while, and I add colors, and I change things, and I put my spin on it, and that's creative. So just so you know, you are as creative as I am, okay? As soon as I'm done with this, and you go do your own, and you show me a picture of it, you've been creative, okay? So don't think you're not. Don't think you're not creative just because you can't think up a whole idea all by itself out of the blue with no information around you. Not going to happen. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Club Stencils in the house. Kimberly. Oh, Kimberly, I like your name. My name is Kim as well. Spelled with an L-E-Y, though. My parents wanted me to be different, you know. So I am going to do a little craft, and I just thought I'd want to hang out with you guys this morning and see how you're all doing. Let me know what's new in your neck of the woods. Are you on lockdown? Are you we're not on lockdown, but we're asked to stay home as much as we can. Thanks, Teresa. I don't know if that's going to work here in the group because the group is private, so I don't know if you can sprinkle it. So I'm not going to even ask, right? But if you do and it works, awesome. I appreciate it every time you do it. I really do. And your name goes in the bucket, right? This bucket right here. So when you sprinkle, you get your name in here, and every once in a while I send somebody some happy mail. So listen to my table. I like this because I feel a little more at home with you guys. I feel like I'm a little less businessy and a little more like hanging out with my peeps. And that's what I wanted to do this morning, was just hang out with you guys and make a little craft and talk a little bit, and that's what we're up to. So this is not going to be anything fancy. Here I am. I'm going to adjust my bra strap. Did I just do that on live video? Oh my gosh, I did. So today's idea is to do something a little springy because, thanks. Because not that I'm over Easter, because I'm not. Easter's tomorrow, and he is risen, right? But I'm just in the mood for spring, and I couldn't get to Florida this year. We would have been dipping our toes in the sand tonight. We drive through, and one of the things that I don't mind not going, because nobody's going anywhere, and I'm not the only one. I'm not suffering. I don't mind not going for the fact that I won't be in Florida. Snowstorm, and you're having a snowstorm, Sheila. Well, we're not having that. I don't mind not going so much as I missed the idea that I was going to be able to see people from my group on my page on my way, and then maybe while I was there I could probably catch up with some people, and maybe we could meet at like a Hobby Lobby or go out for a coffee or something, right? And that was what I was really looking forward to, is getting a chance to to meet some people. I'm going to play with my hair here. Not a beauty contest, right, Sheila? So I was really looking forward to that, like stopping in Georgia and because we stopped for overnight. I was going to touch base with some people on the way and see if they wanted to catch up with me, maybe meet me at my hotel and we could go for a drink in the bar, or we could have a coffee together, and that's not going to happen this year, and I'm kind of sad about that, right? That's the thing that made me the saddest about this whole thing. But better safe than sorry. I want everybody to be healthy. I'm doing my part. I'm staying right here. I haven't even been out to do, I've been out to do groceries. That's it. Craft supplies and all that, if they're not at the grocery store, and I'm not going to Walmart, I'm just going to a regular grocery store. If they're not there, I'm working without them. And because I don't want you guys to think you have to go out and get something specific. I want you to work with what you have, okay? Yeah, I'm sad about that too, Teresa, because you were definitely on my list if I was anywhere near your place. So next year, right? Because I think we're putting it off till next spring now, but we'll be back. We will be back because we love it down there, and we were planning on going for a month, so I had plenty of time to go visit people. So that's my little chit chat. All right. So when you come on, I am going to be making a couple of little springy ideas. Now, I worked it out on paper. I don't know if it's going to work on fabric, but that's the plan. Okay. Anybody notice I changed the picture in the photo that said I was going to be doing this? I went from paper to fabric. Did you notice I switched the picture on it? So I'm going to be making some tulips, some fabric tulips that I saw somewhere on the Facebook, or probably Facebook. That's where I hang out the most. So this is the idea for the pattern we're going to make. Now we're going to make ourselves a little pattern out of cardstock, cardboard, whatever you've got, right? You just find it around your house. And I think I'm going to move this out of the way so you can see what the plan is here. Okay. I'm going to fold this in half. Sheila, you'll be good at this because you can use all kinds of eco-friendly, eco-conscious supplies. So I want a nice straight line at the bottom. If you look at the bottom, where did I put it? If you look at the bottom of that, it's nice and straight, right? So I'm going to just make sure I have a nice straight line. And you know what? I'm going to be using craft sticks, so I'm going to use that for my straight line. You can mark this up all you want because this is not what we're going to be keeping. This is what we're just going to be using to cut a pattern. Or you could just freehand cut it, which I'm most inclined to do. I would have probably just freehand cut it, but I want to show you guys that you can make yourself a pattern and be happy. All right, so we got a nice, pretty straight edge. So that's good. All right. Now I also have this. I'm going to put them in this pot when I'm done. This is a pot from IKEA that I have. It's like a buck at IKEA, and then I aged it. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. I just want to use that for the curve, so I can kind of get a curve going. Can you see the curve on there right along here? This is all I'm really after, is this for anything you have for a curve, okay? So I want a folded edge. Know where that is. There's the folded edge right there. All right. Let's see if you guys, so that's the folded edge right there. So you can see that, and that's the not folded edge. So I want the curve on the not folded side. Okay, like that. See that? See where the folded edge is and the curve? So when I cut the curve, basically, I'm just going to cut straight up. And now I'm going to, again, you don't have to do any of this. You could just totally eyeball this thing. And you know I would if you weren't watching me. All right, and I'm going to cut a triangle. See that line I made there? I'm just using that as a guide, okay? So, like this, more or less. See, I cut a triangle out of that. You all know where this is going, right? This is like kindergarten project. Voila! There is our pattern. That's what I was after. Now you can make this, I think I want that a bit taller, so I'm going to come down here and put that up there. All right, so there you go. There's your tulip. Whoa, wait. That was really tricky. So, but you know me. I want you to think I can do that. And as you can think I can do that, then I've done my job. So, these are actually going to be bigger than I planned, but that's okay. You just want to get the idea, and you need to see this, okay? So, I have some fabric here. I have all kinds of scrap fabric. I went through my stash. I have old towels. I have, this is that micro fleece. This actually would work pretty well, I think. Just depends on what you have that would work together, and depending on the look you're going for. I have some of this that has some interfacing on it from a different project we did back at Christmas time. I have this that's been in my stash for, I really don't know how long, maybe 10 years, 15 years. So this is like a cotton. It's whatever you have and whatever you like, right? Isn't that always the case? Isn't that always how it should be? So what I have today is this stuff. I'm going to give it a try. I haven't tried it yet. So you're crafting along with me here. And this is like a burlap okay? Can you see? It's a bit see-through, so I'm not sure how this might work. We're going to find out. And this I picked up at our dollar store here in Canada, at Dollarama. And it wasn't $1, it was like $3. So, and then there's another one here, okay? They had all different kinds there. This one I actually think I have painted on. If you can look, you can see I probably painted on that at some point. But, you know, I just throw out my fabric stash, and then when I want fabric, I go through it, and whatever strikes me is what I do. So I'm going to take, I have a piece of, this is another piece of fabric I had for some reason. I was just seeing how to fray it. So I pulled all the edges out. So as long as it's the same size as my pattern, right, I'm going to just cut these out together. So, because I want a front and a back, obviously, right? That's the plan. So let's just see what happens. Now my fabric scissors, I don't cut a lot of fabric, so I don't have any really good fabric scissors. So these are dollar store scissors, and they do just fine for what I'm after. I'm sure if you had nicer scissors, this would be the way to go. Now you can definitely just cut it out. You could find, you know, put the pattern on here, trace it on, things like that. Why do it the easy way though? That's just no fun. Right? What would be the fun in that? All right. So I have front and the back. Oh, I guess I need the, I need to trim it down so it has the little spikes, right? So I can do the same thing. I can just cut it out like I did when I made the pattern, okay? If you want to be quick about it. So I'm just going to cut myself a little triangle because you want these two to kind of match, okay? And you may be doing some trimming later, but right now, that's what we're after. Two of them, the front and the back, all right? We're not going to be sewing these because ain't nobody got time for that. You can sew it if you want, all right? You totally can. I am not going to be sewing these because I am not that kind of person. So I do have a sewing machine and I can make it work, but I don't love it. It's not my favorite thing to do. And I can sew. I have sewn. I made my own wedding dress. So that was a long time ago. Then I'm going to be gluing this and then putting a stick in it, like so, okay? I saw it with dowels, and I saw it with bamboo skewers. Hi, Sandy! Southern California. Well, lucky you. So I saw it with dowels, and I saw it with bamboo skewers. But this is what I have. Right? So I looked for my bamboo skewers. I have them in the craft stash somewhere, but they have gotten away. All right, so the plan here is to glue this and then stuff it. So let's see if this is going to work. I need my Dollar Tree mat and some gloves to protect my little fingers. Y'all know that. So did you see Sheila's Facebook video this morning in the group? Sheila McPhee. Sheila is learning how to do Facebook Lives. And I am teaching how to do Facebook Lives because it's something I'm pretty good at. I like them. I enjoy them a lot. And I understand why, especially if you're a business, why, look at me pointing at you, why these are so important. Okay? Facebook Live, especially in this day and age where everything is changing and like we're in for a long run on this thing, and we're going to need to pivot our businesses somehow and go a little more online and a little less person to person. Facebook Live is going to be key for that as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so I've been going live now for a couple of years, and I started out like everybody else. I'm just going to, oh, what did I do there? That's flipped over. Hang on. There we go. Oh, okay. I'm going to just tack it in a couple of spots first. So make sure it's all flipped, like all together like that. I'm just going to tack a couple spots. And I'm only going in about 1/4 inch. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm not sure how this burlap's going to behave. Doesn't work, I'll use something else. Yeah, she did great for her first time. And that wasn't a live, that was a pre-recorded video. But she's going to be in my class, which starts on Tuesday. And I'm going to teach her everything I know about Facebook Lives, which is quite a bit. Quite a bit. How to use them, how to do them, how to make them work for your business, how to get off Facebook Live and feel like, yeah, I got that done. And you don't feel like, oh, I forgot to tell them this and I meant to tell them that. And why you need them. Really, really, as a business, you can't really be without them, especially now. People need to know you. People need to... Oh, thanks, Sheila. People need to know your face, right? Especially people over 50, like me and Sheila and Teresa, and I'm out in a few people here. The demographic over 50 doesn't trust as easily and doesn't spend their money as easily online. They're more likely to shop in store, but that's not going to be happening for a while. So if you want their trust, if they're your audience, if they're your buyers, you are going to need to find a way to connect with them like this. Right? 70 for... I can't believe you're that old, Sheila. You don't look like 70 to me. But people say that to me. I don't look like I'm 58. You know what? I guess what's 58 supposed to look like, right? So I am not gluing along the bottom straight edge, just so you know. Okay, I'm gluing and talking and gluing. We'll see how much I actually glued in a minute when things start to fall apart on me. But you need to be doing Facebook Live because video is good. No question about it. Video is a way to do it. I know, Teresa, right? She's like, there's no way. She's a hairdresser too, so you know what? Sheila, we might be meeting you in a couple of weeks when it's time for us to start DIYing our own hair. We might just have a little business for you there. How do I trim my own bangs? How do I, without getting the crazy look? We could put Sheila to work, right? We could start our own little club, like how to do your own hair at home, and not have your hairdresser kill you when you come back. All right, so these gloves are handy for this because the glue is coming through on that burlap quite a bit. Okay, so I think I've got it all around here and through the spikes and all around there, but this part is open. That's what I'm after. Okay. Oh, I don't know if this is going to work or not. We're going to find out. So we have to be gentle with this. I think with regular fabric it would be better, but I love the look of this, so I'm willing to try and work with it. Okay. Yes, you need to do a bang trim video, and we could probably make you $1 million on that right now. And how to hide our gray hair when we have no way of coloring or going to this hairdresser and getting our highlights and our colors and all those things that were before pandemic. So yeah, definitely, Teresa, if you wouldn't mind doing it, that would be something. You know what, why don't we work on that on Tuesday? We'll talk about that. Okay. Because people need to trust you. This is where I was going with this. People need to know you and trust you if you're in a business, and this is the way for plus 50-year-olds to trust you, is to actually get online with them where they can connect to you and they can talk to you in person while you're working, and then they can talk to you in the replay, and it's not just a video that they're watching, but it's an actual human connection. That's key, and that's what Facebook Live is great at. And if you hadn't noticed, YouTube has added a live element to theirs as well, because they know, right? They know that that's what people are looking for. On Facebook especially, people are here to connect, to be in a community. That's why they are on Facebook. So if you want to be connected to them, you have to be doing Facebook Lives. And I know they make you want to throw up, and I know they make you want to sweat, and I know that, but we have all that covered. I can walk you through step by step, so that when you're done with your Facebook Lives, and you'll be practicing if you ever go live anywhere else, when you're done your Facebook Lives, you'll know that you've done what you wanted to do when you got online. You talked about what you wanted to talk about. You stayed within the time frame that you had, you set up that you knew was a good time limit. You did it all. You did all the things, and you connected with people. Okay, human connection is the way to go, Sheila. It's the only way to go. If you're going to buy something from somebody online, are you going to buy something from somebody that's posted a bunch of pictures all of their thing, but you don't know anything about them behind the scenes? Or if you meet me and I say, well, I've got a tulip for sale, right? Would you like to buy my tulip? If you see this tulip at my store and you see this tulip at some store that you've never seen the person behind it, and you've chatted with me, and we've laughed about things, and we've talked about our age and our hair and stuff like that. What's going on with mine anyway? Oh, I think I might have glue in it. And you've seen that I'm a normal human being, relatively. Are you going to buy from me? You're going to buy from those people that you know, right? So to me, especially in the next year probably, this is going to be a really big key to people's businesses. So if you want to be a part of that, hop in. This is the first group. That means you're going to be giving me feedback. We're going to be working with what you need, and then I'm going to be building my course or whatever based on that information. It's $19, one time only. I will post a link in the comments when I'm done with this. I'll post a link into the description so you can just jump in. It'll take you, you pay the $19 US through PayPal. Then it takes you right then and there. As soon as you've paid that $19, and it drops you over to the group page where you join. And then I let you in. Now there's nothing in there right now. It's just set up. It's not ready to go. And it's opening on Tuesday. So if I don't let you in before Tuesday, don't freak out. Just ask to join, fill out the information there. There's a couple questions to answer, and then I'll be letting you in on Monday or so, and we will start on Tuesday, and maybe we'll go like once a day for 15 minutes where I'll chit chat about what's next, and we will, by the end of 2 weeks, you'll be going live, and you'll be confident that it's working for you. All right? So that's my promise. By the end of 2 weeks, you'll be going live, and you won't be throwing up, I promise. And that's what I hope you'll join us. And if you don't, that's cool too, right? But anyway, back to the craft. So I've got this in there. Now, the next step for me is to stuff this little puppy. So you know, I have the famous pillow from Walmart or someplace, or your bedroom, maybe not your bedroom, but maybe a pillow that's been hanging around your house that hasn't seen, no vomiting allowed, no, that has seen better days, okay? So you're just going to take your stuffing, and if you need to a little assist, use a craft stick and just poke it into the corners there, stuff the little corners. Now don't go too hard or you're going to wind up popping that glue. Now if this was sewn, that would be different, and like I say, you totally could, you could edge stitch the whole thing, right? It would be easy if you sew. It'd be super easy. So but a lot of us don't, and I don't want to make something that only some of us can do. Hi, Lucretia. I want to do something that all of us have a shot at. So, like I say, if I get off here at the end of the day and you say, I can make that looks easy, then I've done what I wanted, which is something that everybody can do. And everybody thinks, oh, that's good. I can do that. I can make a couple of those and throw them on my wreath or put them on a sign or, all right. So you see how it's coming to life there? I think I'm going to need to trim this, because this is very raggedy. So you can see on this side, it would be better if you have two maybe cotton fabrics, but I really love this, so I'm making it work. That's my thing. So, and that's, you know, how most of my crafting goes, is I do it because I love it and I want it to look a certain way. So good to see your smile. Yes, it's good to see you too, Lucretia. Yes. Ottawa, where I live, my city, we have a tulip festival. It's been canceled this year, but it's a big deal in our city. And it's because during World War II, when Holland was under attack, under the invasion from the Nazis, we kept their queen in our country. She stayed in our city, and she had her baby while she was here at our hospital, one of our hospitals. So they had to actually make the room that she was having the baby in like a, what do you call it, like a consulate. So it was actually Amsterdam, right? Or Holland, or whatever you want to call it. It was actually Amsterdam, so that when she had the baby, who is now Queen Beatrice in Amsterdam, was not born out of country, because you can't have a queen that's born out of the country. So they did the formalities, they turned the room into the consulate so she could have the baby, and for that, since the Second World War, when things got sorted and settled and they went back to their country, they've been sending us, I think, I'll have to check, I think it's 20,000 tulip bulbs every year, and it started our tulip festival. So every year they still send us those 20,000 tulip bulbs. And so downtown Ottawa is just, go online and look for Ottawa Tulip Festival. It's just filled with like they're everywhere. The tulips are everywhere in the downtown part of the city. Then there's music and there's food and all that, right? As a festival would go. So I've got that stuffed, okay? And I'm going to put this in. This is going to be my, now I probably could use a longer, I wonder if I could glue 2 sticks together. I think I'm gonna. So yeah, if you look at the Ottawa Tulip Festival, you'll see what I'm talking about. So yeah, tulips are sort of a big deal in my city, right? So if I had, look at me without my gloves. Hey, Colleen, been a long time. How you been doing, girl? Colleen lives not too far from me. She lives about a 45-minute drive from here. So I was just talking about the Tulip Festival. I mean, it's not going on this year, but how tulips are a big deal in our neck of the woods because of the connection to Holland in the Second World War and all that. So there's a little history lesson, ladies. So tell me a little something about where you live, right? So definitely. What's the claim to fame for your town or city? This is one of them. We have a few, but that's one. All right, so I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to put my gloves back on because I want to hold that down while it dries. Then I'm probably going to trim. Actually, I'm going to trim that now. I just want to get the raw edges off here. I'm going to trim it before I glue, right? Before I put that stick on it. So I don't want the back showing. That's just me. All right. So see, I'm just trimming off just close to the edge to the red because I don't want the back showing much on this. You might not have to do this if you cut better when you first, or you glue better when you first do it, but you know, it's okay. This is fine. Whatever makes it work, right? Purcell, Texas grows the most peanuts. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. See? That's awesome. And I like peanuts. All right, so there we go so far. And then we have our longer stick now. I just glued a couple of them together, okay? You could totally decorate this and do whatever you want. I'm going to show you. Now, like I said, I saw it with a skewer first, and that would be great. And I'm going to put that in there. Protect the little tootsies. Teresa, what's the claim to fame? Sheila, Fredericton, your home city, is very famous for jazz and blues festival in September. Ooh. Yeah, we have a good blues festival here too, which is canceled. It's actually more of a rock festival now, like turned into a rock festival. But all right, so I guess we'll do glue on here. Lots of glue. Stick it in there. So it's stuck inside. Yeah, a lot of stuff is canceled this year. There's no question. Like they've extended our state of emergency here till the end of June, and they did that so that festivals and stuff would know where they stood, because a lot of them start like at the beginning of June. We have a jazz fest and a Franco-Ontarian, like a French and English festival. Hey, Don. So the city did that so that all the festivals would know where they were at, like what they had to do, or what the chances were that they were actually going to be able to continue. Colleen, they haven't finished refunds for the Blues Fest yet, though. Now, were you going to go, Colleen, to Blues Fest? I had no tickets, but it's one of those things I could buy like the day of if I wanted to. It's right here in my city. Oh, you're about 2 hours from the Mexico border, Lucretia. So it must be warm where you are. I'm jealous right now. Okay, I'm just going to hold this and see if it's going to hold or not. So you had tickets, did you, Colleen? That's too bad. But it is what it is right now. All right. Okay, I want that to be a little pointier. I think that's a funny looking tulip right now. Good. It's working. It's, you know, it's not the most beautiful thing, but Maxville, famous for the Glengarry Highland Games. Yes, yes, that's true. 45 minutes from San Antonio on the famous Alamo. Oh, look at you guys. Lucretia's got lots of history where she is. All right, so that's the idea. Let's see. So far, there we go. We have a tulip so far. Let's see. Like I said, you could totally top stitch this and sew it if you wanted to. All right. And then the next step for me is going to be, I'm going to trim that some more. So I don't know that I'd recommend the burlap for this, but you know, if you like a more rustic look, it's good. It's great for that. All right. So the next step for me is I wanted to add, of course, some buffalo check, right? So I'm literally just going to tie that on there. Like this. Then I'm going to dovetail the ends because that's pretty. So it has a cute little dovetail like that. I'll do the same with the other side. I'm enjoying crafting with you guys. I don't feel so rushed. I feel like we're all friends and we're just chit-chatting and the video's not going anywhere but here. So now there's that. Yeah, it turned out pretty cute. Okay. Now I would make a couple. You could make them bigger and smaller. I might make 2 smaller ones to go on either side. And then I have this floral foam and this bucket. See, the bucket wasn't just for the pattern, but you know, use what you have. So I'm going to, this is really messy stuff. I'm going to cut it about this, just a bit lower than the depth of that. So just measuring that. Stuff cuts really easily. Alright, so it's a bit smaller, right? And then you just stuff it in there. So it's like that. See that? Alright. And was that Jade?
Yeah.
Okay. My daughter doing a grocery drop off for us. She's such a good girl. That's the daughter that I can't see. Alright. So we're going to put that in there. Like I say, you could definitely put other flowers in here. And then I have some Spanish moss. Or what you have, whatever. Go to your yard, find some stuff. Stones, sticks. This is just, I have a craft stash over there that's about the size of, well, you've seen the room. I've done a video. So I have stuff. And then, let's see, what else could we do? And there we have it. So this is kind of like the little leaves. And I want that to be up there more. There, like that. What do you think, guys? So then you play around with, of course, with the ribbon, right? And you could put buttons on here. I'm trying to do this and look in there, and I can't see it because of the comments, but I'm not turning the comments off because I'd rather talk with you guys. So, kind of like it like, I like it like that. There we go. That turned out pretty cute, eh? So it's really not hard to do. Easter grass would be cute, Colleen. What else could we put in there, you guys? Look at this mess I made. It's like crafting with friends, though, right? Like, I'm sure you guys don't care if I make a mess as long as I get the job done. Yes, Kathy, definitely do it, right? So what are you guys going to put in your... Now, I have this bucket, and this is actually an IKEA bucket too, believe it or not, that's been painted and stenciled. So I do a lot with this. Oh no, that's not an IKEA bucket. Oh, okay, never mind. Scratch that. What else could you could definitely get stones and things from outside, sticks, things like that. Shells would be good if you're in the southern part of the state where you have like, where there's lots of beaches and stuff. What else could you put in there? You could put fabric in there. You could put cotton in there. You could put all kinds of stuff. So this can be made, you can use this microfiber stuff. This stuff glues like a dream, just so you know. This really, that stretchy microfiber stuff, it glues really well. I love it. And then there's this, but this is a tea towel from the Dollar Tree, but it's going to fray a lot. So you want to keep that in mind. If you don't mind that, that's good. This would work best, I think, is like the cotton materials. So color coordinated. That's what I thought. And then I have different color ribbons. So I could definitely I could do 2 smaller ones on the sides. I could change the pattern wherever that guy went. So let me show you the test one, which I did in paper, okay, because I wanted to know if it would work, because that's how I work. I want to know things. I like to know, is this going to work? So this is the original, all right? It's done in paper, and it's stuffed, all right? I didn't like it as much, but you get the idea. So it's a bit smaller, and you could definitely see that. You could definitely do different colors. You could have your kids do it. Like I say, if you just top stitch the outside and then keep the bottom open, the kids can stuff it. You guys can make, there's so many ways you can go with this. So I want to see pictures, because we're in this group. I want to see pictures of what you do, okay? I love seeing what you guys do. I really, really do. I don't do it just for me to do it. I do it because I want you guys to try it. And Kathy's going to try it, so I'm going to be watching for a photo. You could hang that on your door. That's true, Sheila, right? Like you could put a little something to hold the pot and put it on your front door. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. I could put it on my wreath, right? I could definitely take my tulips and attach them to my wreath, take the sign off, put the tulips on, and change it to spring. So I can't think of anything else. Like I said, if you're interested in doing Facebook Lives, especially if you're watching the replay now, and you're a business and you think you wonder why you might need them for $19, I'll tell you why you need them. Well, I mean, I know why you need them. You need them for the personal connection. That personal connection is going to put you head and shoulders above every other business that is vying for their attention right now on the internet, because everybody's trying to pivot onto the internet and into online world, because brick and mortar and all that kind of stuff is just kind of to stop dead, right? And that's for those businesses, that's a struggle. So if you're a business and that's your struggle, I can help you with that. I can help you get on Facebook. You'll be up and running in 7 to 10 days of doing Facebook Lives and being able to connect with your demographic and connect with your people and get them to trust you, so that they can trust that you'll ship to them, that they can trust that you'll do what you say you're going to do. So because you know what, I don't think you would even consider buying a $19 course from me if you hadn't ever seen my face, right? I could post all the pretty pictures I want and all the blog posts I want and all the anything but video, all the memes and things like that. And I don't think I could even convince you, but now you're thinking about it, because you've met me, you've known me, you've talked with me, you've chatted with me. Even if you haven't, you've seen me talking with other people. You see how I teach, you see what I'm like, you see, so you have a lot more information before you jump in than if you don't meet the person in person. So to me, that's the most important reason why you want to be doing these Facebook Lives. So if you're a business and you need some help with that, I'm going to put the link into the description. Pay the $19 on PayPal. It'll jump you right to the page. You just hit join. All you need is the copy and paste your receipt number from PayPal, okay? Because that's going to get you in the group. If you don't have a receipt number, nobody gets in. So copy and paste that, and then you're good to go. So I hope you like these, and I hope you'll try them and show me what you make, okay? So have a great day, ladies. I will chat with you all later. Bye-bye.